Okay, so today's question is find x sum of all k long subarrays. Okay, one. You are given an array nums of n integers and two integers k and x. Okay, the x sum of an array is calculated by following procedure. Count the occurrences of all the elements in the array. Keep all the occurrences of top x most frequent elements. If two elements have same number of occurrences, then the element with the bigger value is considered more frequent. Okay. We have to calculate the sum of resulting subarray. Note that if an array has less than x distinct elements, its x sum is the sum of the array. Okay. So we have to return an array named answer uh, of length n minus k plus 1, where answer of I is the x sum of the subarray. Okay. Okay. So let me make you understood this x sum concept with an example. Now see, here there is an array of I think length 8. Okay, we have given k is equals to 6 and x is equals to 2, right? So first of all, you have to understood that first of all you have to make the windows, okay, windows of length x, length k, which is 6, right? So the first window will be this, the second window will be this, and the third will be this, right? If we talk about the first window, which is basically the first survey of length 6, here we have to calculate the x sum and we have to return it, right? Here 6 is its x sum. And how have we have to calculate the 6 x sum? See here, we have to find the sum of x most frequency. See, here x is equals to 2, right? So we have to calculate the sum of two most frequent elements in this survey. Now see, the two most frequent elements are 2 and 1 because both are having frequency as 2, right? So we have to calculate simply the sum of these elements. So 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6. This is your answer, right? So see, for solving the question, the first of all, okay, the very first need of this question is to make a function which will calculate the x sum, right? So first of all, let's make a function to calculate the x sum. Okay, okay. So I will write a function. Okay, and it should be giving, it should be returning the sum, right? So it should be int f. Okay. Now see here, what we have to pass. if if I pass the whole array, right? Okay, and if I have to pass only just sub array, right? How can I pass just a sub array? Simply I will pass the whole array and two integers which will uh, representing the starting and the ending index of the sub array, right? So I will pass the whole vector, whole array. Just a second. Okay, control C. Okay, and two integers. Okay, int low and int high, right? And here we have to calculate the x sum. Okay, so for finding x sum, okay, of C. Now see, now your question is to find x sum with given array and given two integers low and high, which represent the starting and ending index of the subarray, right? So for finding x sum, first of all we have to calculate with basically we have to store the frequencies of the elements of this sum, okay, from low to high. Okay, so for this the best option is to make a hash map, right? So you write unordered map. Okay, and we will calculate the things again. So int I equals to low, I less than equals to high, I plus plus, okay, and this m of nums of I, m of nums of I plus plus. Okay, all right. Now see, now we have calculated the frequencies of the elements. Now we want top x most frequent elements. Basically, we want to find the top x frequencies. Okay, so for this, what we do? Okay, I will be making a vector. Okay, and I will be storing this pairwise. Okay, this story. I will be storing this pairwise integers. Okay, and I will sort the vector to, for finding this, right? So vector. So I'll write pair int command. Okay, and v. We will name it v, and I will insert. Okay, so for each pair in map. Now see, we want to sort. Okay, if you want to see if we sort any vector, okay, of pair, then the sorting will happen according to this first element. Okay, so see, we want to sort the vector according to the frequencies, right? So in pair, okay, while inserting the pair in this vector, we will make sure that the first element in pair should be the frequency and the second element should be the actual element. Okay, all right. So I will write vector dot pushback. Okay, here we will write p dot second because p dot second is the frequency and p dot first is the actual element. Okay, okay. Now we will simply sort this vector, right? So for this, I will use sort function. So sort v dot begin to v dot and I will also write this because we want to sort in descending order, not ascending order, right? So int. Okay, okay. Is it right? Right? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now we have sorted, right? So we want now we want the we want sorry we want x top frequent, right? And if okay should be condition first of all. Okay, first of all we will write sum in sum equals to 0, and it should be there should be a condition if this vector having element, okay, distinct element. Basically see, this vector will contain a distinct pair, right? Basically this vector will contain the pairs having the distinct element, right? So if here is a condition that if, okay, see, yeah, if an array has less than x distinct elements, its x sum is the sum of array, right? So I will write one thing here that if v dot size is less than, okay, x, if video size is less than x, and I will also pass the x here. Okay, so if v dot size is less than x, so what should we do now? Basically we will take sum of all the elements, okay, in this array, right? So for this we'll write simply for, we'll use this loop basically. Okay, we'll use this loop and sum plus equals to nums of, okay, and return the sum. And for here I will write else condition, right? I will write else condition. Now if the size is greater than equals to x, then we will simply find the sum of top 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 most x most frequent element. And for see, for doing this, doing this, what we'll do here, simply we will uh, multiply the element which is frequency, because like if we have to add a number three times, basically if you have a number three times, three as its frequency, then that means adding the element three times means multiply this element by three. It will be already added three times, right? So I will write for int I equals to 0, I less than x, okay, because this is index, right? And I will write sum plus equals to v of, okay, see, v of I is what? V of I is a pair, right? So v of I dot first is the frequency, and second is the element. Okay, so v of I second, which is element, into the frequency. So v of I dot first, right? First, simply, and we will return the sum. Okay, okay. So this is the okay. Yeah, we can do something here. Let's return the sum here. Okay, okay. So this is our function, right? This is our function to find the x sum and return it. Now, here we will make an array answer. Oh, shit. And I will be traversing, I will be like iterating this, uh, I will be iterating a loop in this array from index 0 to what? 0 to size, arrow size minus k. Okay. So for int I is equal to 0 to I less than equals to nums dot size minus k I plus plus. Okay, and we'll answer dot pushback. What will we push back here? Will push back simply the sum, right? And the sum will find with this a function. Okay, so f will pass the nums and the starting index and ending index. Now the starting index will be simply I, right? And ending index will be what? I plus k. Yes, I plus k, right? No, no, I plus k minus 1. I plus k minus 1, because if the I is 0, then we want from I 0 to just k length, right? So we want from index just we want from 0 to index 5, because from 0 to 5 it will be 6 elements, right? Just giving you example. So I plus k minus 1 and this x. Okay, and we will return the answer array. Okay, let's see if there is any syntax mistake, syntax error, or any logical error. Okay, okay, there is a logical error. Okay, okay, no, no, there is a syntax. There was a syntax error, not logical error. Hmm, is there any issue here? Vector dot begin, vector dot end. Hmm, hmm, sort vector dot begin, vector dot end. Greater in. Okay, what is issue here? Hmm, let's see. What is the issue, man? Expected equals. Hmm. Okay, let's do this. Reverse. Okay, reverse it. Okay, now it will resolve the issue. No. Okay, here it is. The LeetCode problem. Okay, let's see. Yeah, see, the given test cases have passed. Let's see if our answer get accepted while submitting or not. I think it will be accepted because this is easy question. So the constraint is very low. See, the constraint is very low. Okay. Now see, if we want to less reduce the time complexity of the solution, so for doing this, we have to use prefix sum. Okay, we were to use prefix sum, and we have to use priority queues also, because the top x frequent elements would be changed here, right? So we can do, right, but this is easy question, so there is not an issue while doing this brute. Okay, this is simple brute force. Okay, there is not any. Uh, optimal solution or any other like other method or algorithm to reduce the complexity in this code. Okay, but this can be optimized obviously. Okay, so I give you guys the task to optimize this code. Okay, and if you guys want the optimized code, then please comment in this video and I will provide the video. I will give you the link of this link of the simply the optimal code. Okay, so okay then that's it for today's video. So thank you.